Aquarius, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Aquarius, I'm going to be doing your reading from December 15th to the 21st. And this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. In this reading, dear Aquarius, unicorn of the zodiac, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Dear Aquarius, I would like to extend my gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate my unicorns of the zodiac, super smart sign. And we're gonna see what's coming up for you for this upcoming week. Okay, so your challenge, dear Aquarius, is the Eight of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So your challenge here, dear Aquarius, has a lot to do with somebody walking away from you, you walking away from someone. Eight of Cups here talks about something here that's just not fulfilling. It's a situation here that's been very debilitating, okay, for someone. Maybe this could be you, this could be the person you're dealing with. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this shortly. In the recent past, you have the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Emperor. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. I'm getting here another air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So in the recent past, there was something here that was blocking some sort of communication coming towards your way. Or maybe you were communicating something with this person, Aquarius, and there was this blockages. I'm getting here this uncertainty, being stuck between two rocks. We're going to clarify this shortly in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Strength, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Cups. In the present moment, there is an apology that's pending, or there is something here that's happening. There is a sense of rejection here. Someone here feels rejected. Or you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We're going to talk about this shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. In the near future, something here is going to be set right between you and whoever you are dealing with. Again, could be a Gemini here, okay? Could be a Libra. Some sort of a situation here needs to be set right. There is a lot of healing that takes place. And when this healing takes place, dear Aquarius, there is an opportunity here for you and this person to have a brand new beginning, which is the good news here is that this is going to be built on the foundation of having an equal give and take exchange energy. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you. Let's clarify the challenge, which is the Eight of Cups. By the way, Aquarius, I'm so well rested. Have an amazing time out there in California, Palm Springs, and feeling well rested. Went on hikes. The sun was shining. Everything was great. So I'm back into the office, feeling myself and getting into the readings, serving and slaying. So let's see what's going on for my Aquarians. Let's see what's happening. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Moon, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. And then there is the Ten of Cups at the bottom. This is someone that you felt like that you were either going to marry, or you were married to this person, or there was this sense of happiness that you had. So somebody here walked away with the Moon because there was a lot of secrecy. There was a lot of hidden things, okay? Something here became extremely excruciating and debilitating, very heavy with the Ten of Wands. And with the Queen of Cups, I feel like that the Queen of Cups here talks about emotions and feelings. So something here became extremely emotionally heavy, okay? The person that walked away from you, and you could have chosen also to walk away from this person as well, but I feel like this is somebody disconnecting from you in the recent past, okay? Very sad. There is a very sad energy here. The Moon here talks about our subconscious mind, hidden things coming to the surface with the Moon. You could have dealt with somebody that probably was a Cancer also. Okay, and there is this very strong sense of intuition. Somebody here was either seeing things or sensing certain things, and it became extremely debilitating. Okay, the cards are right here, and I'm also getting here an emotional heaviness. Whoever this person was, you might have felt emotionally overwhelmed also in this situation. Your challenge here has a lot to do with wanting to understand why did this exactly happen? And you have been seeking for an answer. You've been wanting to know if there is going to be another beginning with this person. Now let's talk about the Eight of Wands for you in the recent past. The Eight of Wands is talking about actions before I clarify. Okay, something here happening, communication, incoming communication, clarified by the Page of Wands, the Justice here, and the Star. So Aquarius, somebody here, I feel like you had an intention to make something right with this person. They had the intention to make something right with you, okay? You are the star of the zodiac, so you show up as someone that's a healer, okay? You like to heal, you like to help. And there could have been age differences between you and this person as well. I do strongly feel like here that in the recent past, there was a communication that came towards you, or maybe you communicated something to this person, but there was something that was blocking. Someone here was very closed off to receive this news either from you or get involved into this conversation. So let's clarify the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. In the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that there was also a lot of distance. This distance did create this obstacle, okay, of communication. Distance was created between you and this person because there was either geographical distance here, as you can see with the Two of Wands. You consider this person to be someone very important for you. We're in the middle of maybe like in the midst of developing some sort of a romantic relationship with this person or some sort of a partnership. And I am also getting here that the communication here that came in, somebody here was blocking. Somebody here was not either saying the truth or was not being honest. You know, the roles can be reversed as well. So the Emperor is clarified by the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. I strongly feel like here that also in the past, some of you might have dealt with the Capricorn. There is something here about toxicity, unhealthy habits, money issues. The Devil also talks about lust, okay? Something very lusty. Somebody here was either being very lustful or heavily fantasizing about this situation. I do strongly feel like here that in the past, you and this person might have also had some monetary issues as well. And there could have been a third-party situation as well. The third party could be anything from a person, from a job, okay, all kinds of situations for you and this person. So this could have been, with the Devil here showing up, this could have been one of the main reasons why somebody here chose to walk away, because something here was becoming extremely unhealthy and toxic. Maybe you realized that it was just very unhealthy and toxic. Now, in the present moment, let's clarify the strength for you. The strength, dear Aquarius, is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. I'm strongly getting here, there is this strong feeling of isolation. Somebody here who feels isolated. You could be feeling isolated and just very lonely. And I'm sending you a big hug, dear Aquarius. I feel like that you are someone that you can be quite sensitive deep down inside within yourself. But it can be very challenging sometimes just to kind of like navigate through that and share that with people, you know, because not everyone may understand you fully. I feel like that in the present moment, a lot of you are trying to find the strength within you to really overcome the challenges that happen between you and this person. You might have also, with the Seven of Wands, are currently just fighting with your emotions, with your feelings. This was a situation that might have even caught you off guard. And it happened quite fast with the Eight of Wands, okay? Something here that has happened quite fast kind of left you very surprised. Now, in the present moment with the Page of Cups, this could mean a confession, this could mean apology. So it's clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Cups again. Yeah, there is definitely a desire here to apologize or maybe to talk about this or to resolve this issue. The Three of Swords talks about a breakup, a separation, a heartbreak here that has happened, and the Page of Cups here is twice. So when it appears twice, it indicates that it's like it's both ends. It's not just you, it's not just them. And this can possibly lead to some sort of a brand new beginning here between you and this person. There is the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck and also in the present moment. So you have deuces, which is talking about deuces, right? So you have like, you know, two of each, and that talks about a double confirmation. Now, in the present moment, for many of you are kind of fearing, what if there is a rejection? What if this person is not open to receive this offer? What if they're not open to really hear what I gotta say, you know? So 444 could also have a very significant meaning for many of you. So let's clarify the Four of Cups for you in the present moment. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Lovers. This is about seeing the situation from a completely different perspective. Somebody here could be utterly and greatly just focused on their career. This could be you focused on your career, on your well-being, on yourself. You're starting to see this situation from the Hangman position, from a different perspective, the spiritual aspect of this connection also. I do strongly feel like here that there is this notion of not rushing into things, but as an Aquarius, especially taking your mathematical and calculated steps and not really rushing into it. Okay, so there is a fear of rejection. What if somebody rejects me? You know, with the Lovers and the Four of Cups, a lot of you are in separation from someone, and there is that big fear of that. So this is allowing you and possibly the other person as well to see what is it that's being learned from this situation with the Hangman energy, right? What is it that you are being able to see from a completely different perspective? So in the near future, let's clarify the Justice, and this is talking about something here being said right. So let's clarify the Justice for you, dear Aquarius. So the Justice is clarified by the Magician, the Death card, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like here in the near future, there's going to be an opportunity to transform this situation, to make something happen. But this has a lot to do with the Page of Pentacles and the Death, because, you know, what is the foundation? What is it that needs to be reformed? What is it that needs to be changed? What is it that needs to be transformed? That is the important question here with the Page of Pentacles and the Death, right? What is it that didn't work out in the past that you and this person are going to be able to see, to implement it and to make it work for both of you, okay, with the Justice? Because there is something here about setting things right. So let's talk about the Lovers in the near future and the Four of Swords. So the Lovers, dear Aquarius, is clarified by the Strength, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Wands. There is something here that someone here needs to have a reality check. Something here is blocking. Someone's mind is blocked. Someone here needs to see how is this situation going to work out. For a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that there is a perception shift and a change that is going to happen, possibly for some of you, to be able to see this situation from a completely different perspective, right? What is the definition of this connection? How do you see this connection? And this is, I think a lot of you, what you're going to see in the near future is that this is, first of all, a lot about healing. Internal healing. How is this situation helping you to heal? You have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. So when it comes to relationship, when it comes to marriage, commitment, right? What is it that you couldn't see in this connection clearly that you're going to be able to see, and what is it that they couldn't see and they're also going to be playing their part to be able to see in this connection clearly with you? Okay, because a lot of you might have felt constrained, like not being able to really move forward in this situation. So the Four of Swords here talks about you could either choose to disconnect as well. Sometimes this also means just completely disconnecting and saying, you know, this is it, right? It could mean multiple things for many, but I think this has a lot to do with healing first, major healing journey. And it's clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Empress, and the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so when there is deception, when there is dishonesty, when there is lies, when there is not telling the truth, then that's not going to stand. That's not going to last at all. Okay, so the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, there is deception, lies, dishonesty. You know, with the Empress here, this is a divine feminine who, and this is not about you or about them. This is a general rhetoric question that needs to be asked. Who is the person here that is pretending to be taking care, to be the divine feminine, to be the divine masculine, whatever it might be? Who is doing that with the name of, under the mask of some sort of a deception? That is an important question here that needs to be really asked within oneself. This is about everybody. And you know, on my channel, we don't sugarcoat. I'm Armin and I'm very direct. I always keep it very real, okay? So for a lot of you, this has a lot to do with this notion of wanting to be careful not to fall into the ideology or the trap of, oh, I'm taking care of you or I'm loving you, because what's this Seven of Swords? What is this dishonesty? What is this lies? What is this something underneath that's lying either on their end or whoever's end that might be? Because this is what it's going to do if there is not honesty with the Seven of Swords and the Empress here. If this is not truly genuine, if this is only for one's gain, for to feel a certain way, to be appearing a certain way to the public, what this is going to do is this is going to create a lot more confusion. This is going to create a lot more just this chaos and this mental fog. And, you know, it's going to be very difficult to really navigate in this situation. So honesty is the best policy. Just like one of my best Aquarius friends would say that, right? Because, you know, if you feel like that something here is deceptive, something here is just not really what it's supposed to be, then you have the choice and a decision here to just disconnect and continue on the healing journey and allow things to unfold in a way, whether there is going to be a brand new beginning. You could choose to have a brand new beginning on your own, maybe because also you're realizing that, you know what, in the past, there was not an equal give and take exchange energy. This person was not truly investing into the relationship. It just was not working out. And what I'm going to choose is I'm going to heal. Because obviously there has been a tower moment between you and this person. And there is a time here needed to heal, right? There is a Two of Pentacles. A lot of you are going back and forth in your mind trying to see what is the right course of action, how to heal, how to move forward. You know, maybe something has happened, is happening, or is going to happen. You know, this is something that you're going to be needing to be aware of. Healing is the most important thing for you. And a lot of people come back and they tell me about the readings that, oh, you know, I watched this and it did resonate, even a week later, even a month later. So this is about keeping an open mind. And now we're going to get into your reading, dear Aquarius, and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. Okay, so your advice here is the Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So this has a lot to do with realizing and being very clear with the Judgment, right? Your advice here is to understand and to realize, is this somebody that you really truly see yourself building a family with? A lot of people say yes, a lot of people say this is what I want, but is this really for your highest good? Is this for this person's highest good? Because the Ten of Pentacles here talks about family, marriage, commitment. Is this something that you want to put into existence and create? And maybe for some of you this might be, but this has a lot to do with you just really understanding where are you putting your efforts into? Where are you putting all of your beautiful energy into? Your investment, your time, your resources, your money as well. That's also something very important. So your advice here is to be very clear on what you truly want. And if there is something really to say or to clearly communicate when the opportunity presents itself with the Ace of Wands, to be very clear on which direction you want this to move forward, okay? So dear Aquarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and it gave you something, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.